probably let you guys know. I decided to get rid of the Chevilux. It's just a little too much for me to handle at the moment, so that's gone. Decided I'm gonna get a little more into dirt bikes and keep that as my main hobby. And you guys actually haven't seen it yet, but I still have my green '87 4Runner. So when Zane gets his truck done, we'll still be able to go wheeling and do all that. I just can't handle a new build at the moment, so it is what it is. I'm sad about it, but it'll be all right. So I was finally able to scrape some money together, and we're gonna be pulling the front forks off and my rear shock off. I'm gonna have the suspension sent off to a great guy in Port Orchard, Washington at LT Racing. I'm just gonna go ahead and send it off and have him set it up for my weight. I'm a little heavier than what the bike's built for. I think the bike is built for about 160 pound rider. I'm well over that. You don't need to remind me. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the suspension off. We can get it sent out and hand them over the cash. So. Well, it went pretty smooth. I've never had to take forks apart before. Or not the forks apart, pull the forks off the bike. They're sitting over here next to my fridge, ready to be sent out. Got to pull the back end of the bike off now. So I don't have to pull everything off, probably just the back plastics, subframe, and then 2 shock bolts, and the shock should come out. It looks kind of funny. Doesn't look like a dirt bike anymore. Looks like some sort of weird future one-wheel bike. But I gotta stuff a rag in the carburetor there to keep some debris out. I kind of scooch it over to the side so we can park the blaster in here. But it's all tore apart. Rear shock is off. Both forks are sitting there. Just gotta take it to LT Racing. Get it back before we go to Sand Lakes at the end of September. Gonna bring you along with some small little projects I got for the shop and the house and some other stuff. We're gonna put some lights up in the shop finally. We're gonna have a lot better lighting, better than just one little fluorescent shop light. One second, I'll show you guys. Mind the clutter, I'm still trying to get organized in here. It's definitely come a long ways. But anyways, so instead of these old fluorescent bulbs, we got some LED lights. I'll show you how bright they are. You'll also see it when I plug them in. I mean, they're bright. Golly. So you'd definitely light some stuff up. Yeah, and they were a freaking great deal at Home Depot. I think they were $23 a piece, so I went and got 4 of them. Because this is my main little work area, and that back there is more storage. So I'm almost thinking like 2 up here over my main work area. 1 back there to light up the back of the garage. 1 over my work area, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to show you a ton of this. It's pretty simple. Screw them to the ceiling, and then I am going to hardwire them. They're 2 wires. They're nothing complicated. I already have, let me see, up there. Hey, right there. I already have wires from the, where am I at? There's another one. Right there. Right there on that board. So I already have lights wired that were my existing lights that didn't work. So it'll be easy to hardwire them in. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. I got all 4 lights hung up. There we go. It's really bright in here. Really bright. I should definitely be able to see what I'm doing in here. Another little project we gotta do. This little Craftsman compressor, it'll only fill up to like 25 psi and then it'll stop filling up. The motor will keep running, but it won't go past 25 psi. So I'm pretty sure it's the head gasket in here. And what happens, I think, is that the gasket like rips in one spot and then it will fill up to 25 psi or whatever it stops at in another case scenario, and then the air will just seep through the head gasket and it won't build up pressure. So I'm gonna pop the head off this thing and see what's going on. Alright, that's off. Take all these 4 Allen head bolts off. Okay, now I got the head off. I think we have to knock this little top plate off of here, because there should be a paper gasket in between this. So I found the culprit. Head gasket is blown apart right there in the center. So I went ahead and ordered a head gasket kit. We'll get this back together. Then we'll have a nice compressor to throw in the toy hauler for taking the quad out and stuff. So I will get back to you guys once the head gasket kit is here. I'm just going to go ahead and clean the gaskets all off and clean up the cylinder head and little shim and stuff up there. Got another short little fab project here. So we got 3 main pieces. I've already made that manually on the mill at work. Bent this at work. And then this is a little faceplate. You can see on my Husky toolbox here, there's 4 bolt holes there that would be for a handle. Well, the toolbox only came with 1 handle, so I'm going to make a little like screwdriver and pry bar holder deal. So pretty simple. This will attach, get welded onto the faceplate here. This thing with the holes get welded onto here. Pretty simple. Well, we are TIG welded all the way around the tube on both sides. Now we need to add the plate. definitely tell I'm getting more comfortable with this machine. First half of that one looked really good. This one, friggin' dimes. A little better. This one was a little uncomfortable, but still looking good. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna call that good. All we got to do is let it cool. I want to throw some paint on it, paint it black so it'll match the toolbox. Boom. Not bad for kind of half-assing it. Pry bar. So I've been working out lately a little bit. So the next little thing is I'm gonna add a little pull-up bar in the hallway in the house. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that. So here's my pull-up bar. I just went with some 1 1/8", like 156 wall tube, and then I found some little scrap pieces. This is 1 3/8", like 120 wall, I'd say, and it fits pretty nicely over the tube here. It's got a little slop, which is fine. So I'm gonna cut 2 pieces of flat strap, one here, one here. This is 3 3/8". So we'll have about 1 inch of material on each side of the tube. Then we're going to drill 2 holes here so we can screw it into a stud on the wall. We'll weld this fully around, and then the tube will sit in here, and then boom, the pull-up bar on the wall. Got my little pull-up bar brackets made, holes drilled, countersunk them a little bit. Just gotta throw some paint on them. Well, got the pull-up bar installed. Quite simple. Find a stud, 2 screws on each side, bada bing, bada boom. Only had a productive weekend. You know, clutter's all gone, cleaned up, got a bunch of projects done. So I think we're gonna end it off there, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. So thanks.